Alright, we're back for another video here on the channel, and this time I'm going to be riding this bad boy. This is the Rad Rover 4, my first electric bike. So we're going to take it for a spin. I haven't ridden it in quite a while. The first thing I noticed getting on it is how much lighter it is than my other bike. Alright. So me and Rad Rover are going to take a spin. And you're coming along with us. And we're heading to one of my favorite places to go. Cook Park. Get us all connected here. So we can get back on the road. Here we go. Got a different helmet on, as you probably saw there. I'm wearing the what I call the solid bowl. The first thing I noticed though when I got on this bike was how light it is. So it's definitely a lot lighter. This weighs about 68 pounds. And my aerial rider Grizzly weighs 105 pounds. Of course, a lot of that's going to be because of the second motor and the second battery. So we're heading to Cook Park. One thing I missed though with the other motorbike helmet is the sun visor. I do miss that. This is a very smooth bike. I need to get over into the left lane here. It doesn't have the get up and go quite like the aerial rider Grizzly. I'm just going to say Grizzly. It doesn't have that, but it's a fun bike. It's really smooth to ride. It's a smooth bike. There's no suspension in the rear. I don't care for the seat too much. I can already feel it hurting my backside. It's got the 26-inch wheels as opposed to the 20-inch on my other bike. Same width, 4-inch wide tires. This bike now has 674 miles on it. I had it a few years before I got the 3 years, I think, or 2.5 maybe it was, before I got the other bike. Hopefully my sound is coming through better without the motorcycle helmet on. I'm sure you're hearing me much better on this with this helmet on. Here we go. Yeah, this bike doesn't have the get up and go like the other bike. Another thing, not only is the bike lighter, the helmet. This helmet feels like there's nothing on my head. This bike has a little get up and go. I mean, it'll go 23, 24 miles an hour, which is not bad either. It's more of your standard e-bike. Most of them go, you know, 20, just low 20 miles per hour. This has a 750 watt Bafang motor in the rear, and it has a 14 amp hour battery, so not too bad. At the time I bought this bike, they were running at $1,500 US dollars. That's about 3 years ago now, and they're now running at, this is the Rad Rover 4, they have a 5, and now they have a 6 Plus, is the latest one that they have in this style. And this bike here is now $2,200, I believe, the last time I looked. I haven't been to their site in a while, but it's up to $2,200. It was $1,500 at the time I got it, and I had a coupon to save $200 to bring it down to $1,300. Then I had a $50 code to take it down another $50, so I ended up getting it for $1,250. But at the time, their bike did not come with fenders. I had to buy the fenders, and they were $90 extra. Now the bikes come standard with fenders. When we get over to the park, I'll do a little pedaling. This is a pretty good commuter bike if you don't want a real powerful bike or anything like that. This is a pretty good bike, a well-known name. I did a lot of research before I bought my first electric bike, and this is the one that I chose. Do a review on this, but this model is no longer available, so I'm not so sure it'd be a good idea to do a review. I don't know if anybody would be interested in that. You can see we're going along pretty steady here at about 24 miles an hour, so not bad. I don't have a lot of complaints about this bike. I mean, I'd like to have a larger battery, a better seat, the only reason why I bought the Aerial Rider Grizzly was because I wanted a little more oomph for getting up hills, because this loses its power going up hills. It doesn't have near the juice that like the Grizzly would have with two motors, more powerful motors. But this one will get you around pretty good. It's a good commuter bike. There's nothing wrong with it. It'll go a good steady 24 miles an hour, no problem. And we're going into a wind. Kind of enjoying the ride on this one. I need to take it out for a ride more often. Unless I was braking slightly. I think if we didn't have that wind against us there, we might be able to go a few miles per hour more. We'll do a little pedaling here. This is the easiest assist, pedal assist 1. I think if I was going to pedal all the time on this one, I think I'd want the seat a little higher. I think I got the seat a little bit too low. The seat on this bike is really easy to adjust. There's just a lever that you pull, and then you pull up the seat wherever you want it to be, and then just lock it back in. The lever that you unlock to pull it up, then you just lock the lever again, and it's good to go. Now that I took this out for a spin, I'm enjoying it, so I think I'm gonna bring this one out more often. Spell my Grizzly, give him a rest once in a while. This particular bike doesn't have the torque that the other bike has. You can really notice the difference. It's a lot more slower paced, and which is probably good for the trails like this, the pedestrian / bike paths. Because you can't go really fast around here. And my aerial rider Grizzly, he just wants to go. Even in the lowest assist, it'll go 14 miles an hour. You know, this one I can slow right down to 8, 7. I was a little bit close to that guy on the bike. I was looking down at checking my gears and just adjusting things here. And this one's pretty similar to the other bike as far as it has a bell, which sometimes doesn't want to work. There it goes. Bells are fine, like I say, for trails, but they're not good enough for the road. No car is going to hear that. Unless they're at a stop sign and their windows wound down, they might hear it. At the time I got this bike, it came in 2 colors. They only had 2 choices. I don't know if they have, I think they might have 3 choices now, but I chose the black one. It came in black or white, and I think they have army green now. That could be a limited edition. But I haven't checked out their website in quite a while, so I'm not sure. I'm going to do a little throttling up this hill. I'm going to jump it up to pedal assist 2. You know, I even forget how many pedal assists this thing has. 6, 7? it's got here. There's 3. Well, you can, 3 is probably, oh, that's pretty fast. Pedal assist 2, I would say is like the Grizzly's 1. That's about the same speed you get on the Grizzly 1. You put it up to 3, well, this thing really goes. 16 miles an hour. 4, and I'm not going crazy pedaling, I'm just going along with it. 5. 5, it has 5 assists. And look at how fast it gets you to go on. It can get moving pretty good there. Whoa. It just wants to take off on you on 5. Put it back down to 2 is pretty comfortable. If you got a lot of people in the path, then I would say 1. But 2 is pretty comfortable right here. Pretty similar to the Grizzly's number 1 pedal assist. It's got nice hand grips, pretty similar to my Grizzly. Just the one thing I can tell that I don't like so good is the seat. But you can easily replace the seat. It's not a big deal. You got to spend a little bit, but when I first got this bike, I got a lot of looks. People asking a million questions about it. You know, the first thing that they were attracted to was the big wheels. 26-inch, 4-inch wide. Those are pretty massive looking wheels if you see it close up. And then I get the question that I always get, even with my Grizzly, is how fast will it go? That's the first question everybody wants to know. And how far can you go on a charge? And how long does the charge take? That's all dependent, you know, there's different variables that come into play there. How powerful of a charger do you have, you know? Was the battery completely dead, or, you know, was there 40% left? Lots of variables there. This is the perfect day right now. 81 degrees, Tuesday afternoon, 1 o'clock. I could take this every day. I know there's people that say they love the rain, they hate the rain, they want the cooler weather. I like it just about like this, it's good. Maybe we can just freeze the time. I'm going to go back to pedal assist 1. I'm kind of liking this helmet for a change up too, nice and light on the head. I'm sure my voice is coming through a lot better on the camera with this helmet on. I like the protection that the other helmet gives in case something goes wrong, and I also like the fact that it's a full faced helmet where up to 2, where you don't get bugs in your face, the wind, especially when you're going the speed that the Grizzly goes. It goes a lot faster than this one, and of course I tend to ride it fast. Before I got the Grizzly, I used to commute to work with this bike. I've said before, I'm only about a mile away from where I work, so it's not very far. But we had a pretty good ice storm. I can't remember if it was last year or 2 winters ago. And it was terrible. I mean, there was inches of ice on the road. And I took the rad Rover here to work. I didn't go real fast. I went about 12 miles an hour, but I was able to navigate through the ice. And we had a lot of folks at our work that weren't able to make it in, or they walked to work, and that was pretty tricky too, to try to do anything with the ice that we had. It was terrible. One of the worst I've seen. It was pretty bad. So thumbs up to the rad Rover for that. It took me through. So I'm hoping, kind of hoping in a way, not for ice, but I wouldn't mind a pretty good snowstorm this year, so I can test out Grizzly to see what happens in the snow. So I'm on pedal assist too, pretty comfortable. So I had a full battery when I left, even though the charger was still not showing a green light. I'm seeing all my bars are lit up here, but it may be just a little below being full. But I've never taken this bike on a long trip to see what it can do, how far you can go. Sign, Cook Park. Speed bump. This has no rear suspension, just the front. But it's not bad. I mean, I think a better seat though would make it even more comfortable. But other than that, there's not too much I would change on this bike. I love the color. I love the black. The display is okay, but I like the Grizzly's display better. Speed bump. Speed bump. One more for good measure. And another one. Oh. Guess they don't want nobody coming through here very fast. I think it's 5 miles per hour is the speed limit. The nice thing about these bikes, no gas, and they'll plug into your regular wall outlet. I'm going to get onto that path there. Okay, let's go through here. a little throttle. Hello. Actually goes pretty good over the bumps. It's not bad. It's just the seat. Feels like I'm it kind of feels like I'm sitting on a rock. And then when you're pedaling, yeah, what can I say? Anybody up for some beach volleyball? I love this trail. I just want it to be longer. I could ride in this for miles. It's beautiful here. The leaves are falling already. Is that the sign of fall already? Get a little throttle here. Pedal and throttle. Well, now there's that hill that I'm not even going to try to go up. That's pretty steep there. Yeah, I don't think so. People are probably not going to like me because I want to go back by them, and she was holding her dog for me one way and she's going to have to do it again. Can we get up this hill? Pedal our way up. Ah, we get up there. The fun part is going down the hill. Have to be careful nobody's coming the other way. You'd want some pretty good lighting to be able to come through here at night. This bike, similar to the Grizzly, doesn't have the greatest headlight. It'll shine a little light, but not very much. They don't seem to put very good lights on the bikes when you buy them. I'll go out here. All right, onto pavement. And Grizzly Rover says, "Let's go." Starting to sound like Big Tito. If you've ever seen Big Tito, check out his channel. He's got some pretty good videos there on his aerial rider Kepler. He gets pretty excited when he's riding his bike. Guy over there, it looks like, is he on a Super 73? He's on the sidewalk. Wow. It's not a Super 73. That looked like a Saran, actually. I don't know what made me think Super 73. You should not be on the sidewalk with that thing. Get out on the highway like this. I gotta remember I'm not on the Grizzly. Might have been able to make that light if I was. But I have to get in the left lane. Or the middle lane at least. Actually, I think I know what I'll do. I'm changing my mind. Oh, we'll see if I can get over there in that lane or not. Not too many cars. Holding up traffic. Well, now I can go. You gotta treat this bike a little different when you're on the road than the Grizzly. Just don't have the oomph. Just a little less power. But it'll get you from point A to point B. Turn here. It's going up a hill now, and it's getting there, but it's feeling a little bit. Oh, I just took my hand off the throttle. I shouldn't have done that. Cost them about 2 miles an hour. Okay, pedal a little bit with. This is the highest pedal assist right here. 5. I believe the top speed is supposed to be 25 on the Rad Rover. That's unlocked at 25, otherwise it comes at 20 miles an hour and you got to do a little changing on there on this display. That's pretty good brakes. Oh look, a Canadian flag. Ukrainian. Oh. Watch where I'm going. Got it on the highest assist, 5, and you can tell that it just takes off. If you want the most exercise, you put it at 1, or you can turn it right off and just pedal, but it's a bit of a heavy bike to be pedaling without an assist. And I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for joining me on my first video with the Rad Rover 4. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment below if you care to do so. And we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button.